Oxford, Botley Cemetery. The Commonwealth War Graves Commission is responsible for the commemoration of almost 1.7 million members of the Commonwealth forces who gave their lives in the two world wars. The graves and memorials of these men and women who came from all parts of the Commonwealth and who were of many faiths and of none are found around the globe in some 150 countries. During the two world wars, the United Kingdom became an island fortress and a base for equipping and training troops and launching land, sea and air operations. The thousands who were lost in these operations and have no known grave are commemorated on memorials across the country. Many more, nearly 170,000, who died of wounds received on active service, of sickness or disease or in training accidents, are buried in cemeteries and churchyards throughout the United Kingdom. Oxford Botley Cemetery contains a plot of some 170 First World War burials, many of them made from the 3rd Southern General Hospital, which was housed at the time in the examination schools, and a number of other buildings in Oxford. During the Second World War, the cemetery was designated a Royal Air Force regional cemetery and was used by RAF stations, which had been established in Oxfordshire, Berkshire and neighbouring counties as bases for the air offensive against targets in Germany and occupied Europe. The First World War plot was extended to accommodate practically all of the cemetery's 500 Second World War burials, together with almost 70 war graves of other nationalities. The British home front during the First and Second World Wars. During the two world wars, Britain became an island fortress and a base for equipping and training troops and launching land, sea and air operations in both conflicts. The skies above the island and the seas that surround her became the scene of fierce fighting involving aircraft, submarines and warships. Britain was also the main centre for the medical care of men and women serving in the armed forces. Thousands of hospitals located across the country were used to treat service personnel who were wounded, fell victim to disease, or were injured in accidents at home or overseas. Many of the servicemen buried in the United Kingdom were killed in action in the air while defending the home front. Others, mostly naval men, drowned in British coastal waters. However, the majority were wounded or contracted disease on active service, were transported back to Britain and subsequently died while undergoing hospital treatment or recovering in private homes. Today, over 170,000 men and women who died in the United Kingdom while serving in the armed forces during the First and Second World Wars are buried in cemeteries and churchyards throughout the country. Some burials form small war graves plots within larger cemeteries, but the majority are scattered throughout cemetery grounds. In all, there are Commonwealth war graves in almost 12,500 different locations throughout the United Kingdom. Oxford Botley Cemetery. Of the 167 Commonwealth War Graves Commission sites in Oxfordshire, Oxford Botley Cemetery is the largest, with some 740 burials. The cemetery was started during the First World War when the 3rd Southern General Hospital was housed in the examination schools. The writing schools were set up as wards to house over 1,500 officers and men from the territorial forces. As Oxford nearly empty of undergraduates during the war, the hospital was less disruptive than might have been imagined. A report from 1917 reads, "Sisters, nurses and orderlies are much in evidence, as the cases are mostly walking cases. Meals are served from the kitchen in the dining hall, and the military service for the wounded is conducted by the hospital chaplain in chapel on Sundays." There was also a specialist neurological section with 580 beds housed in Ashurst War Hospital in Littlemore, which opened in the former Oxford County Asylum in 1918. There are 156 burials from the First World War in Plot 1 of 1. During the Second World War, the cemetery was designated a Royal Air Force Regional Cemetery, as there were 33 air bases, what is now Oxfordshire. The writing schools were once again converted to hospital wards, with the paper stripped so the walls could be painted institutional cream and green. A specialist mobile neurological surgical unit was also set up at St Hugh's College, where servicemen suffering from serious head injuries were given expert care. The original cemetery plot was extended to accommodate the 516 graves from the Second World War. The cemetery also contains 70 burials of men representing a wide variety of other nationalities, including Italians, Czechs, Poles, Dutch, Belgians, and the only Greek soldier buried in the United Kingdom. A further 33 German servicemen who were killed in 1944 are buried in a separate plot. Oxford Botley Cemetery is one of only 12 sites in the United Kingdom to feature a stone of remembrance designed by Sir Edwin Lutyens. This architectural feature is usually reserved for cemeteries with more than 1,000 burials. The cemetery also features a cross of sacrifice designed by Sir Reginald Blomfield and a shelter building designed by Sir Edward Mulf. Thanks for watching another video, guys. I appreciate the love and support from everyone. Thanks again. Hope you are all well. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and enjoy the rest of the film.